It's your girl Ken, and welcome back to the channel Simply Serene. Y'all, this one has me feeling really good. I'm just about to get y'all to think, expand our minds together. Let's get into it. So did y'all know that modesty, the ins and outs, the length of your clothes, how high your neckline comes up, whether you can wear pants or a skirt, whether your dress has to come below your knees or to your ankles, those are all man-made rules. Now, before you go and run with this, hear me out. I'm not saying that the Bible does not care about how we present ourselves as women of God or as Christians, but I am saying that it's not a requirement the way we've been taught to get into heaven. The specifics, the measurements, all of that is man-made. And before you start jumping up and down, you guys are like, I've been preaching this for a minute. God does not care about what we wear. Before you go there, stick around because there's a bigger meaning to this all. When God says that he came to fulfill the law, what does that mean? Communicate with me. Drop in the comments what y'all think that means. When God says that he came to fulfill the law, he didn't mean that the law was abolished. It actually meant that he came to deepen the law. The meaning of the law has nuances. There's layers to this thing. Think about the Sermon on the Mount. Now, let me give y'all a quick example so that you can understand what I'm saying. One of the commandments says, do not kill, right? That's one of the commandments. The law actually points to more than just not taking one's life. It's saying so much more than that. You can actually kill someone with your looks, rolling your eyes, dismissive looks, contempt. You can kill someone's spirit with your words, your actions, your bad attitude. Tis, tis, tis. Nobody knew this, huh? The Pharisees did the exact same thing that we do today, just looking at the surface of the law. Oh, the law says don't kill? I'm good. We're okay. We're good. But the law is so much deeper than that. And that's what God came to fulfill. And that's what God came to clarify. So this is where modesty actually hit really deep for me. As I said, modesty as we know it, the rules, the length, the measurements. What is it that we used to do back in the day? You had to do 2 fingers on your strap. If it was 2 fingers, then you were good. But if it was less than that, it's considered a spaghetti strap and you shouldn't wear it. I was always in the office for a dress code. It was crazy in high school. But all of that stuff is man-made. But the principle itself is deeper. When you dive deep into the principle of modesty, it connects to the fulfillment of the law. How, you may ask? I'm so glad you decided to ask. Let's take a couple commandments from the Bible and string them together. The first one is honor your body. 1 Corinthians 6:19 and 20. Then let's look at another commandment. Don't covet your neighbor's wife. That's Exodus 20 verse 17. Now let's match those 2 verses with one more command. Don't cause your brother or sister to stumble. That's 1 Corinthians 8:9. Now when we string those all together, suddenly modesty takes on a whole new meaning. It's no longer about dressing modestly to look like a Christian. It's not about dressing this way to win souls with your outfit. It's about understanding the law's fulfillment. It's about fulfilling the law in your heart, just like Jesus showed us how to do when he came to earth. It's about recognizing how your actions, your appearance, what you wear, and your present affects others around you. This is deep. This is deep. Hopefully this is not going over your head. Think of it like this. God's law is a map. It names God's standards. It tells you what love is, what holiness is, what justice is, etc. But just because you're holding the map can't move you anywhere. The map can't lift you up and take you through the route. It only tells you where you are and where you could possibly go and what obstacles are going to be on the course. Now, understanding the law is actually stepping into the terrain. So you're now in motion and now realizing how deep and difficult it actually is to step into the terrain, to keep the law. Now, don't kill reaches into words and attitude. It becomes more than just holding a gun to somebody's head. Now it's about your words and your attitude, even your looks. And don't covet. Now that really reaches into your heart. And honoring God touches motives and actually affects your identity. That's the moment that you can see, hey, I can't cross this terrain. I cannot keep the law. You follow me? Without a bridge, without something that's going to get me over. And that's where Christ comes in. He is the bridge. The law shows the gap. Understanding the law shows you cannot keep it on your own. Dress code is literally impossible to keep on your own. Caring about not affecting your brothers and sisters, who really cares about that in a world where it's all about self, self, self? That's what the law is for, to show you the gap. And Christ is God making a way for you to cross the terrain, to keep the law through grace and not performance. So ladies, the next time you think about modesty, or actually any commandment, it's not about perfection or fear. It's about your heart posture. It's about seeing the law and understanding the depth of the law, understanding what fulfilling the law means. To read the Bible and not see laws is crazy. God did not come to abolish it, but to fulfill it. But it's not our duty, it's not our job to cross the terrain, to keep the law without the bridge, without Christ. Pharisees did the same thing. They kept the law, but did not have the bridge. When Christ came, which was the bridge, they rejected it. And here's the part that really humbled me. And it actually might make some Christians mad. There are going to be people in heaven who have never heard or understood the modesty journey. There are going to be people in heaven who never got the hemline message, but they called on the name of Jesus at the very last minute and they made it into the kingdom. So what an opportunity it is for me and you to be hearing it right now, for you to truly understand it, that it's not about a checklist. It's not about your hemline. It's about your heart posture. And realize that it's bigger than dress code. Then you understand why the message matters, why you should follow the message and spread it to other women out in the world. I see so many girls on YouTube teaching this message about modesty, and I love it. But do not forget that it's a heart posture situation. It's about fulfilling the law more than just looking at its surface. If you read the Bible and you do see that it says, don't covet something that your neighbor has. Well, your neighbor is not just your next door neighbor. It can be someone at work. It can be someone else. Do not covet another woman. Shouldn't we, in understanding the law and wanting to fulfill it, understand that we do not want to cause someone else to stumble by being outright disrespectful with what we wear? Now, I'm not saying you have to control men's thoughts. If that's what you thought, then the message went over your head. That's not what I said. But yeah, I see a lot of girls out here saying this message, and I love it. But if it's not being taught that it's a heart posture, then you are missing the very essence of this message. Essentially, a Pharisee. I know that sounds tough to hear, but I had to look inwardly on this as well. Let us not be judges. Let us not be judgmental. Let everyone realize that being a Christian is about heart posture. Thank you, ladies, so much for tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed tonight's message. I will see y'all in the next video, and please comment below because we needs to get to talking. Y'all have a great night, ladies. Bye.